What is going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching. Today, I've got a really cool episode for you. I've got two beautiful Mustangs that are both manual V8s, and today you're going to help me decide which one is best. Also, how much alcohol do you need to drink during a pandemic to wash away all the dark thoughts? All that and more today on The Real Keegz. I'm Keegan Riley. You're watching The Real Keegz. Let's roll that intro. So, I mean, of course, how do you decide between two cars that are so incredibly similar? Well, both of these vehicles have some neat differences, nuances, and upgrades that make them very different from each other, and I'll sort of go into which car makes which kind of driving style and maybe what person would like which car. Let's see what happens. All right, so here is our first competitor, a 2007 Mustang California Special. Oh boy. So this is super cool because, of course, it's got the convertible top there. Of course, a V8, which, you know, you don't really have a Mustang if you don't have a V8, but check out some neat stuff that they did to the interior. So I'm actually really in love with this short throw shifter right here. Watch this, watch this. So going into gear, and like there's nothing there. Super short throw. So I really like that. Definitely much more of a specific driving style that would like that. But you know, 4.6 liter V8, you can't really go too wrong with this one. So that's the first competitor. All right, and then we come to the big boy. So this is a 2016 5-liter GT. So this is just freaking awesome. I'll show you that badge right there so that you know that you can believe me. Of course, this is a manual. Also V8, if you didn't know by 5-liter that it's a V8, then you need to know Mustangs a little bit more. This one does have a Borla exhaust system on it, so it's a growly boy for sure. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the aftermarket shifter in there, so I almost want to give a point to the California Special, but we'll see. So, now that you've met both of the competitors, it's time to compare. So, I figured I'd start with round one, fight! So, the first thing that I wanted to think about is whether or not the pandemic has changed how I feel about either of these cars. Nope! Moving on! Now, round two is going to be a little bit of a tricky one because I wanted to do performance. Now, these cars are so incredibly similar, but of course, you've got the 5-liter right there. It's got more power. I don't know how else to beat that. They're both rear-wheel drive. They both weigh about the same. Of course, the California Special has that short-throw shifter, but, I mean, you're talking about not even tenths of a second in a shift. So, performance, it's going to have to go to the 5-liter. So round three is going to be a little bit of a tough one because this is going to be about styling. Now, of course, this is going to vary person to person, and so I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible, but I like convertibles, so there's going to be that. So we'll see, though. We'll see. So I just wanted to give a bit of a side profile here so you can see both cars. Now, it's really hard to beat the elegance, beauty, and class of the 5-liter with the hardtop because it looks so much like one of my favorite cars in the world, the Mustang from the movie Bullitt with Steve McQueen. If you know anything about me, you'll know that that is the movie and car that got me into cars. So, of course, you've got the elegance and beauty of the convertible, but I've got something that's going to sway the opinion here. Give me one sec. What a lot of people forget about convertibles is that once the roof is on, yeah, it's not as appealing. So when you go and compare to the 5-liter with the hardtop that doesn't have that strange fabric black roof, you start to think this one might actually look better. Now, I mean, hey, you might like the way that the Mustang looks with the convertible top up. I mean, like I said, everyone's different, that opinion's gonna change, but for this round, I'm gonna give styling to the 5-liter. I want to know how many of you were actually surprised to hear me say that. All right, so the third round. Yeah, I know it's the fourth round. I had a little bit of trouble counting today. This one's gonna be a bit of a different one because this is actually gonna be about driving these two vehicles in themselves. Now, I'm sorry, I don't have a good enough car mount, and there's no one here because, you know, end of the world stuff. So I'd love to be able to drive these cars and show you how they sound and how they feel, but I have driven both of these, and so I was gonna give you those thoughts. Now, starting with the 5-liter, I have driven Dodge Hellcats, and I would actually prefer to drive this over a Hellcat. Now, I hear what you're saying, Keegan, oh, the Hellcat is 707 horsepower, but it's an automatic. Like, it's an automatic. I'm sorry, there's no driver input to that. You put your foot on the accelerator, there's no skill, there's nothing there. Both of these take skill. I would actually drive either of these over a Hellcat. And so what I mean by that is power is not everything, which is where we move over to the California Special. So I'm just gonna give me a second here so I can get it looking pretty again. Much better. Yeah, I really love how that looks with the top down, and I mean, you really have to. So going over the driving for this car, of course you've got that convertible roof. Even a sunroof does not beat this. And actually, when we're going inside, that shifter is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love that thing. It's so crisp, it's so tight, it's so notchy, beautiful. So, in terms of actual driving pleasure, that's gonna be the California Special. All right, now the final round, and probably the most important one, is sound. Let's start these babies up and figure out which one's better. Did you hear that? Did you hear that thing? Oh my God! Okay. So sound, it has to go to the 5-liter. I'm sorry. Like, if you honestly thought that the California Special with its smaller engine and the convertible top that could potentially make it not look super pretty, 5-liter all the way. Hardtop 5-liter manual. Give me this car. Give me this car. Give me this car. I really wanted the California Special to win. I love convertibles so much, but oh my God! Oh my God! So thank you so much for watching my quarantine special. I really hope that you enjoyed. There's actually quite a few amazing things coming down the pipeline, and I'll give you a little sneak peek at what next video is going to be on. If you can can you see it? Kind of see it? Yeah, next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.